briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Alexander Mars, and I make custom clothes and generally help people with their personal appearance and feeling good about themselves.
Is there a difference in your mind between style and fashion?
Oh yeah. I think style is about an individual. I think fashion is about a society, and I think that fashion is dictated by culture and society, as opposed to, a style is an individual part of that culture and society. It's how an individual. It's about how an individual expresses a fashion to everybody around them.
Are you a man of, do you consider yourself a man of fashion or of style?
I think I'm definitely in the style camp. And I think I tend to actually resist fashion, I think, in certain respects. Doing what I do, I have to follow it so I can tell my clients, what's going on, and whether their decision's going to be a fashionable decision the next 6 months or a year. But when it comes to how I dress personally, I tend to go for classics, and I like to have my own twist on things. That it's a little bit more. I like things to be a little bit more fun. I think when you get dressed, you should enjoy it, and I think it should bring. I like it when I walk down the street, and even people from out of town, because the New Yorkers have seen everything, but the people from out of town, they always get a good chuckle seeing me in one of my hats, wearing a three-piece suit with a pocket watch, and I think. If it brightens up their day, and maybe they go back home to, Minnesota or Michigan, and the next time they go shopping for a suit, they go, oh, you know what? I'm getting a three-piece suit. I think that's. I hope that my style has helped push somebody into, creating a little bit of uniqueness in their corner of the universe. So.
Name 2 or 3 of your vices in terms of style, stuff like that. Things that if you go to a store, you have a soft spot for.
Single button, peak lapel, double vented suits. I don't wear anything else. It's the first thing I do when I see a single button peak lapel suit is check to make sure it's got 2 vents. If I'm gonna buy an off the rack suit or have one made, it's got to be that. No 2-button notch, no double breasted, single button peak lapel. It's just and 3-piece. That's pretty much a winner right there. I think it's a nice, unique looking combination. Let me see. Vices. Style vices too. Let me think. I like really nice leather goods. I think people are really, at this point, so used to buying really poor quality leather goods and luggage and that kind of thing that, and even shoes that I don't even think people know what good leather is anymore. Really good leather is vegetable tanned leather, which takes 6 months to tan as opposed to 24 hours. And when you scratch it, it gets marked permanently. Good leather is actually very easily scratched. It's not that plasticky stuff that is scratch resistant or stain resistant or anything like that. It's pretty much a chemical hazard that you're carrying around in your hands or your pocket if you're buying that kind of stuff. And I guess one of my other vices is no logos. I'm very big on not advertising for somebody else. I think your clothes should be you, and the statement it makes should be about who you are as opposed to where you bought it. Well, I think it's really important to dress well. 90% of first impressions are based on your appearance. I mean, every study they've ever done about it, every book I've ever read about first impressions. I think Malcolm Gladwell's got that book Blink that was a bestseller, and it absolutely blows my mind the outfits I see people wearing down the street. Today I saw a girl wearing tights below the waist, and that was it. And with like a leather jacket, and I just couldn't help but think to myself, the first thing I would think about this person is they just don't care about themselves. Maybe because it's my business to really kind of analyze somebody's appearance, and I'm much more conscious of it. But I really think people need to take a lot more care in how they appear when they're, walking out the door. I think a lot of people sell themselves short. They really do. I think a lot of people that might have a lot of potential to achieve something in a certain situation, just because the way they got dressed that day, they're missing out. You never know when you're going to meet somebody. I met my wife in a bookstore after work one day. If I had been wearing, jeans and a t-shirt, I think there's maybe less of a chance that we might have hit it off so well. Or if she hadn't have been dressed as nice as she was, maybe I wouldn't have even gone over there to talk to her. You never know. I think people should be a lot more conscientious about their appearance, and I think a lot of people just don't really understand how dressing can benefit them either. I think that's another thing that too many people tend to, they think like, oh, it's, everybody's gonna think you're trying too hard, and this and that, and I think at the end of the day, it's more important for you to look like you know what you're doing than to look like you don't care about anybody that's looking at you.